Ooh, I can't wait to eat you. Oh yeah, it's going down today. We're about to turn this beautiful hunk of beef into ground beef. You know, I almost feel sorry for hamburgers because that word hamburger has been dragged through the mud. It's been reduced down to this cheap ass piece of meat that's associated with being really unhealthy for you, like it causes a heart attack. It's terrible for your health. But really, hamburgers? No, hamburgers are awesome for your health if you do them correctly. And in this video, I'm gonna show you how to make the world's best hamburger. Without exaggeration, the best hamburger that you can ever make. First thing is we have to take back food production. I mean, if you hire out food production to fast food companies, it's a joke. How they're making their hamburgers is terrible for your health. Here's what they do. You get a butcher, they're gonna cut off all the good stuff, right? You're gonna get your fillets, you're gonna get your New York strip, you're gonna get your ribeyes, the stuff that tastes amazing as a steak. Once you take off all the muscle meat, you're gonna be left with the scraps, which traditionally is made for dog food, but fast food companies found a way to repurpose this and feed it to human beings. And so what they do is they carve off all those trimmings, right? They put it in this huge centrifuge. Ammonia liquid goes in to kill off the remaining E. coli and bacteria. And that centrifuge separates the fat from the remaining trimming muscle meat. And that remaining muscle meat gets put into a hamburger. And there you go. We've got this ammonia-laced hamburger that is barely something that you could even call food. Skip that. Don't put that inside your body. That's not going to be how you create amazing health. That's not going to be how you create muscles, all right? What we want to do is we want to take back that food production. If you make a hamburger yourself, it's going to be amazing in taste. So first thing we got to answer is, how do we get the most flavor out of the hamburger? Oh, the ribeye, the filet, the tenderloin, right? The New York strips, those are amazing tasting steaks, but they're not amazing tasting hamburger material, all right? What we're going to do is we're going to go for that shoulder because we're working with a cow that walks on all fours. And so this shoulder is getting constant movement. And when we use the shoulder in the form of a chuck steak, what's going to happen is it has amazing flavor. Terrible for using it as a steak because it's so tough. But since we're going to grind it, oh, we don't have to worry about the tenderness because we're grinding it into this beautiful piece of ground beef now, and we get the benefit of that amazing flavor, okay? If you ever had a stew that's made out of the tough parts of the cow, you boil that for hours and it becomes tender, but you get this amazing tasting piece of meat, and you don't even need something that's super fancy. I'm gonna be using a food processor that was like 30 bucks on Amazon. Put it in there, we get ground beef. Now, the other benefit to this is we can add in beautiful flavor in the form of, I'm gonna put some herbs, spices in this. The other benefit of making it yourself is, well, it goes without saying that you know exactly what goes in it, all right? When you have a hunk of steak, you know what that steak is. You grind it up, you put in whatever you want, you know exactly what went into that burger. You could look at it, you could observe it. Oh yeah, okay, this isn't spoiled, it's not bad. For health and for taste, we can use fresh, we could use quality. We get away from letting somebody else dictate what's inside or what's not inside that hamburger, if you know what I'm saying. Now, another benefit of the hamburger is that we can determine how much fat goes inside because the fat is the flavor. Let me hear you say it. Fat equals flavor, okay? If you have very little fat and you're using lean, forget about it. You're gonna have a dry ass hamburger that does not taste good. We wanna have at least 80-20. Now, I'm gonna be grilling outside, and so that's the bare minimum. Now, 70-30 is amazing too. And the reason why you wanna have so much fat is because that fat is gonna be dripping off the grill. So you wanna make sure that you have enough so that at least it's preserved in that burger and it's gonna be nice and juicy. So when you eat it, you're gonna be like, oh, it's gonna be like dripping on your face and dripping down. And you wanna slurp it back up because it tastes so good. Oh my God. Now, if you're cooking it on the inside and you're using a pan, you have the benefit of that fat staying in the pan, all right? So you can go with something leaner. I would go like 85-15 at the leanest. Don't go 90-10. That is too dry, all right? But when you grind it up yourself, you could determine how much fat is actually in there. So if you want to add more, when you're trimming off that steak, you just add a little bit more fat and it's beautiful. Now, the other thing is, since you're actually buying the steak, you can go for quality. the best quality that you can afford. And I recommend that you go with something that says grass-fed, grass finished. That means that the cow has been eating grass their entire life. The grass pulls all of its minerals, its nutrients, its vitamins from the soil. So the soil has all of the minerals. It gets pulled up into the grass, which has beautiful omega-3 fatty acids. The cows have 4 stomachs, so it eats the grass. It extracts all of the beautiful nutrition from the grass and into its muscle meat, and it has plenty of that meat, and all of that powerful nutrition accumulates in the meat of that cow, and when we eat that cow, bam! Can't wait for you to try this. Now, what we're going to be using today is heirloom tomatoes. Now, if you've never had an heirloom, these are amazing. These tomatoes have so much flavor, you could literally just bite into it and eat it because it's going to be so juicy and it actually has sweetness. You're going to be like, wait, this has flavor. You're not used to tomatoes having flavor because if you're used to those ones that look perfect on the shelf, they're really nice. They don't have any flaws. They're really red. They look inviting, like, oh, I want to eat that. Those are the ones that are stale. They're bland, they're boring. And that's because those tomatoes are not bred to have flavor or taste. What they are is they're bred to have really thick skins so that they look perfect and red because they're gonna be picked from far distances like Mexico and Florida. They're gonna be shipped a long distance to where you're at, and they need to be able to survive mechanical picking, but then also being on the grocery store. And you know how people like to do, pick them up, squeeze them, and if you see a tomato that has bruising or it looks damaged, you know you're not gonna buy it. So what these farmers do is they breed them so that they're really thick skins and they could survive all of this, right? And they still look perfect and you want to buy them. But we know those are some boring ass tomatoes, and we get rid of those. We had in the heirlooms. Now, heirlooms are the ugliest tomatoes that you're just gonna see. They're lumpy, they look deformed. You're like, why would I buy that? Well, the reason why you would buy that is because they will punch you in your damn mouth with flavor. I mean, explosion of flavor. Tastes so good. You put that on top of a hamburger, whoo, watch out, man. Then we're gonna add in some mayonnaise to it, and I like adding in the mayonnaise, of course, for the flavor, but I also like that it has healthy fats to it. Now, the one that I select is real simple, right? Most mayonnaise that's on the shelf is terrible for your health, but just like anything, you got good versions and you got a whole bunch of crappy versions that you just need to stay away from and never put them in your body. The one that we're gonna be using today is made with real eggs, and the big thing is it's gonna be made with avocado oil, not cottonseed, not vegetable oils. Those are terrible. Don't put those in here. And then we're gonna dice up some onions because, ooh, onions give it a lot of flavor. But also, onions are a sulfur food, and sulfur is good for so many things like your hair, skin, and nails. But also, sulfur is one of those ingredients your body uses to create its master antioxidants called glutathione. Our gut bacteria, they love it. I mean, your gut bacteria is like, yes, 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 baby, yes, yeah. Throwing a party, high five, fist bump, boom, boom, boom. Yes, right? That's what your gut bacteria do because they need food to survive and thrive, and they make up about 80% of your immune system. They also help you digest food, which creates amazing health. So we want to keep them happy. We want to eat a lot of vegetables. So even when you're eating a hamburger, throw in the veggies, baby. Bring it on. Let's make this. All right, check this out. I actually got this from a food truck because I never even thought of this, but fry an egg. I like the yolk to be runny, and then put that on top. Oh my goodness, man. That is amazing because then you bite into that egg yolk and it's a little bit runny, and oh, if you like a runny egg yolk, oh, nothing better. Woo. Now, I'm not using a bun today. Now, a bun throws it over the top, right? It makes it taste even better. I'm not doing that today. I rarely ever do it because I stay leaner and meaner. I stay feeling healthier. Like I have more energy when I don't use that bun. Oh my God. When you make your own burger, it feels like magic happens inside. Explosion of flavor. Oh my God. Oh my God. I promise. You're never ever gonna have a hamburger that tastes better than this. Make it yourself. You're gonna, man. Comment below. I bet you're gonna be like, high five, dude. That was awesome. It tastes so damn good. Explosion of flavor in your mouth. Damn, that's good. I mean, the juice that's in there, it's hard to describe, but I'm gonna do my best. The juice, the flavors that are in there are so bold. It's just like, bam! Your body's like, oh shit, what is that? Dude, I've been waiting for that my whole damn life. Oh my God. You're never gonna go back to one of those crappy hamburger places again. It's gonna ruin your life. Dude, if I would have known that you were coming, man, I would have made some for you too. The thing is that it's not just that it's juicy, but it's also that it has a lot of flavor. All those ingredients married together, God. So you're getting this succulent, soft, tender burger that's juicy, bold flavor. The beef tastes wonderful. The herbs and spices that we put in there make it taste wonderful. It tastes so fresh. And on top of that, heirloom tomatoes. Hell, you could eat heirloom tomatoes all by themselves because they're sweet. And I got one more to go. Oh, look at this guy right here. Oh my goodness. Hello. Oh shit. Okay, I gotta turn this camera off. This is so damn good. I'm gonna have to fork this one. Damn. All right. Have a great day, man. Gosh.